Hey everybody, we're here at DeWaard and Bode.
Let's go check out some appliances. Welcome to DeWaard and Bode. We have an amazing selection of appliances and mattresses here at the Meridian showroom and at all of our stores in Whatcom and Skagit County. We carry the best brands in the marketplace across all of our categories from dishwasher, refrigeration, and we always service what we sell. So shop in confidence when you're at DeWaard and Bode because you know that when you buy something here, we'll take care of it at your place too.
So one of the awesome things about DeWaard and Bode is that when you come to our store, starting with the sales professional that you have here, we will also advise you on the product to buy. We will personally come out, our staff will come out and install your product. That way you have quality control, you know who installed it, you know who to call if there's ever an issue. After the installation, if there's ever an issue, 6 months down the road, 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, you can call DeWaard and Bode because we have our own service department. So starting from sales all the way to your home, all the way 10 years later, DeWaard and Bode's got your back.
Igor, we're standing amongst a wall of stainless steel here. What other finishes are available for appliances?
Yeah, so we have stainless steel. A lot of people are afraid of stainless steel. However, nowadays stainless steel is fingerprint resistant.
Nice.
That's kind of a new finish. You also have the option of going like a darker finish.
Okay.
Black stainless, matte white has been very trendy as well.
Right on. I'm noticing that this aisle, the side of the aisle, has freezers on the bottom, whereas this side does not.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, so when fridges kind of mainly just started out, side by side was very popular.
Right.
However, as inventory and fridges progressed, a lot of people have switched over to French doors because we eat more fresh food. So
interesting, yeah.
Because 80% of the time we use our fridge, it's for a fresh food purpose. So when you open up this fridge, our vegetables, our meats and cheeses, fresh food, is going to be better for us. Therefore, French doors are becoming a lot more popular opposed to a side-by-side.
Interesting that it's evolved with the way we eat.
Yeah.
And what about this middle drawer? What is that?
So on this one in particular, these are actually 2 freezers.
Oh, okay.
So you'd keep your ice cream on top and then you keep your meats at the bottom.
Okay.
However, we do have, Bassett, come over here, this drawer right over here can be converted to a fridge or freezer.
Ah, okay.
So you can, whatever you need more of, all of a sudden, you know, you're using this for meats and drinks. However, you have a birthday party coming up and you got to place a large cake.
Yeah, all right, right on.
Take your snacks out, put a large cake, put freeze.
Sweet.
And then you have that option.
Very flexible. With a bunch of these different fridges, I noticed things open to the left, to the right. What are some considerations for folks?
Typically, French door, again, it's going to be more popular because of space.
Sure.
So when you have a large door, that would be 36 inches. It might hit your island.
Gotcha.
You know, so having 2 little doors does give you more space to walk through and actually open up both doors.
Okay, yep, that makes sense.
Well, we were heading over to freezers and we got distracted. We're at the pizza station.
Yes.
What are we looking at right now?
So Gosney, man, so Tom Gosney is the founder of this pizza oven. They launched originally these 2 larger ovens. So they're taking your commercial pizza oven and bringing it residential. So these pizza ovens, they heat up to 1,000 degrees within about 30 minutes. However, once it's hot, just the other day, we had friends over, 8 people over. We all made 8 pizzas, and then you pop in the pizza for 1 minute, take it out, it's done. So everybody had their own custom pizza within a minute. So
wow.
Real fun.
So it's like, it's good and dangerous at the same time. You get more pizza, just delicious, properly cooked pizza, but at the same time, you're eating pizza probably 6 nights a week at that point?
At this point, yeah. It can be dangerous.
Yeah. All right, Igor, so we're in the deep freeze section and there's all sorts of variety of different sizes. Can you tell me a little bit more about the variety?
Yeah, so deep freezers actually have a really good purpose for storing a product. We have 5 cubic foot chest freezers, 7, 9, 11, 15, and 22 cubic feet. Yeah, actually there's a new one that came out, 25 cubic feet.
Not only do we have a ton of freezers, they come in a ton of shapes and sizes. And we always have them in stock and we deliver and install too.
All right, so Igor, what are some of the advantages of having an upright versus a chest freezer?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So chest freezers are really meant for storing a lot of meat. Suppose say if you buy a quarter of beef, that way you fill it up and then you know it's all beef. Now, upright comes in, it's a little bit more useful for, because it has shelves. So with an upright freezer, you can store pizzas, you can store meats, you can freeze vegetables. So it's a lot more organized. So when you just open up your freezer, you open it up and you see exactly what you have inside.
Okay, here we are taking a look at some ranges, and you've got quite the range. Can you tell me about what we're looking at?
So yeah, we're looking at gas ranges.
Yep.
We're also looking at electric ranges. However, there is a third range option that you don't notice, this range. This range is electric, however, it is an induction range. Okay. So what induction range is, underneath this glass, there's a magnetic field that generates energy. What this range requires is a magnetic pots and pans. And then once you put a magnetic pot and pan, all the energy that's generated by the magnetic field gets transferred into what you're cooking. That way it's super efficient, very easy to clean because it doesn't get hot. That is what we're seeing nowadays. Everybody's after induction ranges.
Between these these three different styles, when would someone consider one over the other?
Well, generally, typically a professional cook would used to go after gas ranges, and then someone that cooks a little bit less would go with electric. However, we're seeing professional chefs are going after induction ranges opposed to gas because it does actually cook more efficient, it boils quicker, and easier to clean up.
Washing dishes is not one of my favorite things to do, and I love our dishwasher because it makes my life easier. Tell me a little bit more about what's going on in the dishwasher.
Totally. So thankfully to these new dishwashers nowadays, you don't need to actually scrub your dishes. All you need to do is take your dish, take off the bones and the large meat items that wasn't finished. The rest, leave the debris, the sauces on top of the plate and place it inside the dishwasher. These dishwashers now have turbidity sensors that sense how dirty the dishes are. It senses the soils, and that way the dishwasher can decide how much water, how much energy, and what the pressure needs to be in order for your dishwasher to come out really clean. Let me show you a couple other things. So as you might be used to dishwashers having 2 layers. This would be a new feature we call the third rack. So that way now you can have more space for your bowls and pitchers. What we did in my house is I removed this guy completely. Generates more space because admit it, we never have enough space in the dishwasher. Yep. A lot of customers are actually starting to buy 2 dishwashers.
Really?
Yep, if you have a large enough home, you can put one dishwasher on the left, another dishwasher on the right.
Wow.
Yeah, if you love to entertain, totally recommend it.
My mind's blown.
Yeah,
a little bit.
But then now, you remove this guy, and then you can place all your silverware on top here.
With the ability to have, the sensors pick up on how much crud is on the plates,
Right.
Is there additional maintenance that comes along with having a dishwasher with that much technology in it?
Yeah, there's just one.
Yeah.
Super easy. Let me show you. So right in here, there's just a filter that we have to clean out. So keep an eye on this.
Yep.
This little guy traps, maybe there was a bone or meats that you missed. All of that will get trapped inside this filter. So I would keep an eye on it once every 2 months or so. Take it out, rinse it out, and pop it back in. And that's it.
That's pretty easy.
Very easy.
All right, so Igor, when I mentioned dishwashers, you immediately walked over here to Bosch. Tell me a little bit more about brand preference.
Yeah, so number one, in my opinion, would be Bosch. They're one of the most reliable dishwashers you can make. They're made here in USA. They're super quiet. Parts are super easy to get if you ever need to. Number 2, I would probably take you to a KitchenAid. Okay. KitchenAid also makes an amazing product.
Here we are today in one of the designer kitchens. We have a few cool things in here.
Yeah, we do. Man, we have a lot. Starting with this induction cooktop. Earlier we spoke about induction. This whole cooktop is induction. So no matter where you place this pan, no matter the size of the pan, it automatically detects the pan. You take out the pan, the heat stops, you put it back, it recognizes it, and starts heating up again. This cooktop also can be joined with this downdraft. So say you have a view and you didn't want a hood to block your windows.
Okay.
You can install this downdraft, and as you're cooking, all the smoke is going inside this downdraft. And then when you're done, all you do is press down the downdraft, and then you have an open layout.
Simple,
Couple
easy.
more things, let me show you. Built-in panel-ready fridges.
Oh, wow.
So you can choose, you can have a stainless steel door in here, or you could do a wooden panel. These fridges, these doors can be heavy, so what you can do is you can push on the handle, and the fridge opens for you. And then if you forget to close it, you can leave it, and the fridge will automatically close as well.
Cool.
Yeah, and then you can also choose the size of these, we call these columns, so you can choose the size you want. So this is a 30-inch, you can go bigger, 36. You go down to an 18-inch, so you can control the size of the fridge you want, the size of the freezer you want.
Wow.
One more thing, this coffee maker has been really popular. So all you do is you fill this coffee maker with beans, and every time you want a perfect cup of coffee, it grinds the beans for you, and the fresh coffee comes out.
Oh, if you're a coffee lover like me. Front load and top load, what's the difference?
Yes, that's a good question. Actually, a lot of people come in asking about that. So my personal recommendation would be a front loaders.
Okay.
Front loaders are very efficient. They fill up with water to about this high, and what they do is they have gravity on their side, so it's able to tumble all that clothes and get all that clothes into the water. And then front loaders opposed to a top loaders also wash well, however, you gotta keep the load smaller. Top
sense.
loaders, the water levels do not come up to the very top. Let me show you right over here. So if you were to buy a top loader, they're also energy efficient and water efficient. The water levels do not come up to the very top. So if you think you have a large tub and a top loader, if you overfill it, water levels don't come up to the very top and your clothes don't get washed as well. However, they do have a purpose. If it's a space restriction where door cannot open, top loaders can be a perfect solution. So we've talked about front loaders, we've talked about top loaders, and now we have the all-in-one machine as well. So this machine has heat pump technology that's been installed. We're all familiar with heat pump. Every home just about has it nowadays. So what you do is you take a pile of laundry, you throw it inside, you hit wash and dry. You come back 2 hours later, your clothes is washed and dry.
That's awesome.
It is.
I forget to switch laundry often, so this is your friend.
Yeah, it's also, I mean, as far as space saving. So you don't have to buy two machines, you can just buy one. And we have customers buying one for their laundry room and another one for their closets. If you have a large closet, you can totally integrate it.
All right, so we just got back from our shoot at DeWaard and Bode, and I wanted to say a huge thank you to Jake, Kevin, and Igor for all of their expertise on appliances, teaching us all the ins and outs of why you'd buy a specific appliance, and all of their fantastic deals. Super appreciative to a local business, and thanks for joining us.
And we always have them in stock. Oh, which camera am I showing? Oh, that one, okay, good.